Hey there, curious minds. Welcome back to another fascinating dive into the annals of history. Ever heard of a beer flood? Yes, you heard me right, a flood of beer. It sounds like something out of a whimsical tale, but it actually happened. Let's dive into one of London's most bizarre and tragic disasters, the Great Beer Flood of 1814. Picture this. It's October 17th, 1814. The day starts off like any other. You're in St. Giles, a densely populated and impoverished neighbourhood in London. The Mew and Company Brewery is a massive establishment boasting several gigantic vats full of beer. Now, these aren't your average kegs. These are colossal vats. We're talking about vats holding over 3,500 barrels of beer each. That's enough to fill over 1 million pints. One of these vats had been causing trouble for a while. The iron hoops holding it together had been slipping, but no one paid it much mind. The brewery workers noticed the issue, but it was considered a minor problem. After all, these vats were built to last, until, of course, they failed spectacularly. Around 4:30 p.m, the vat burst open, sending a tidal wave of beer smashing through the brewery walls. The force was so immense that it caused a domino effect, bursting open other vats and releasing nearly 1.47 million litres of beer into the streets. Imagine the chaos, a river of beer cascading through the streets, unstoppable and destructive. Now imagine you're just going about your day when suddenly a river of beer comes crashing down the street. The sheer volume and force of the liquid were overwhelming. Buildings crumbled and basements filled up with this unexpected flood. The beer surged through the narrow streets, leaving destruction in its wake. 8 people tragically lost their lives, most of them drowning in their own homes. The floodwaters were so swift and powerful that escape was nearly impossible. Others were caught under rubble as buildings collapsed from the flood's force. The aftermath was chaotic, with rescue efforts hampered by the sheer volume of beer. The stench of beer lingered for months, and the impoverished area around St. Giles was hit hard. The flood not only took lives, but also destroyed homes and livelihoods. People tried to scoop up as much free beer as they could, but that was a small consolation, considering the destruction. The community was left to pick up the pieces. In the end, the brewery was taken to court but was absolved of blame, declaring the flood an act of God. This legal term meant that the disaster was beyond human control. The incident led to stricter regulations and oversight for breweries, ensuring that such a disaster would never happen again. The memory of that day lingered like the smell of stale beer, so next time you're enjoying a pint, raise a glass to the memory of the Great Beer Flood of 1814, a sobering reminder of how even the most delightful things can turn disastrous. It's a tale that combines the unexpected with the tragic, a true testament to the unpredictability of life. Thanks for tuning in, curious minds. We hope you enjoyed this journey into one of history's quirkiest disasters. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more quirky tales from history. Until next time, cheers.